Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Barcelona beta save, and welcome back to the Real Madrid games. We've got two. We've got the double header today. But before we get started, again, make sure you like and subscribe. Like every video I ask. Please make sure you do that. It makes me feel better about myself. And of course, it means that you get all the good stuff that's coming up in Football Manager. But let's take a look at how we've got on so far. And we can also then take a look at the games coming up today. So we've got the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final against Real Madrid, and we've got the Spanish Cup final coming up, both against Real Madrid, both going to be tough games, as I'm sure you can probably already see. Real Madrid have been a team that has beaten us, and we've actually lost a couple of games since our last meet. So we obviously beat Dortmund to get through quite comfortably in the end. Unfortunately, we lost to Atletico Bilbao 3-2. I thought we'd managed to draw things off, but in the 94th minute, they got a goal after our 90th minute equaliser to win 3-2. Then a draw against Espanyol. Again, another game that we probably should have won, but we were very, very poor in it, which led to a 1-1 draw. A loss to Real Madrid followed that in the first leg of the quarterfinals. It was 2-1, so we've got plenty to play for. We've got plenty of room to improve there. And then a 3-0 win against Sevilla was very, very comfortable. So hoping that can bring us into this game with a lot of confidence and a lot of good performances. Now, we have had quite a few injuries recently. So I'm still a little concerned. Frankie de Jong, who's been fantastic for us this season, has come up with an injury. PK and Dembele's injured again. I mean, he's one of the players I'm thinking, just get rid of. What's the point of having to play on so much money when he doesn't play half the time? But there you go. So this is the lineup we're going for. We've had to kind of move things around a little bit. To stay good in goal, Dest, Stones even, Araujo and Alba at the back. Sergio Busquets in defensive midfield with Coutinho and Nico in front of him. Pedri on one side, Fati on the other, and Depay up top centrally. Again, Aguero's not been that good, so he's not getting a start. I've put him up for transfer list because I don't want him at the club because he's rubbish. No, he's not rubbish, but he wants to play with Messi. If he doesn't want to be here, what's the point of him being here? That's kind of my feelings. And we've got Pedri, Fati and Depay up top, who've been very, very good, as well as the likes of Alias as well, coming through the ranks. But we're playing Real Madrid. They're matching us with the 4-3-3, which they did in the last game. Obviously, we've got the advantage now. We're at home, and we've got that one away goal. So hopefully we can use that and get the win today, which takes us through to the semi-finals, taking on one of the big boys of either Bayern or Sporting. But a throw in early on, Dest into Stones from our own right-hand corner. Are we going to be able to get out of the... I hope we don't get boxed in, which we have done. Vinicius Jr. plays it into Benzema, who's on the turn, plays it back to Hazard, and they're keeping the ball quite nicely now, having won it so deep into our half. Benzema with the long-range effort, and it's gone in. It looks like there might be some question about what's happened there. Offside, I can't believe it would be at all. So it might be a bit ridiculous if we see this because, yeah, the goal's been awarded. It was a poor loss of the ball. We didn't play it out very well, and it led to them getting the ball quite comfortably. He's miles onside. Why are we even checking VAR? No idea. So we are on top. I mean, that's their only shot on target they've had. I'm hoping this isn't a second. Benzema's at the back post free. Araujo does well to win that header in the end and head it clear. But are we able to stop them coming forward again? Or are they just going to come piling on the pressure and get a second shot and a second goal? Which I'm hoping won't be the case. Militao with the ball back to Alaba. Hit their new signing from the summer. Casemiro into Valverde. He's got loads of space to find Vinny Jr., and they've got a second. What is going on, boys? Why are we all over the place? He had so much space in there. I think Frankie is a much bigger player in this team than we give him credit for, because the boys are all over the place. I don't quite know what's happened there. And Vinny's just tucked it away, bottom left-hand corner. 30 minutes in, they're 4-1 up now on aggregate. 2 away goals, so we need to be getting multiple goals to fight back in this. It's a good challenge by Casemiro. Although it looks like he might be getting booked. He's been sent off. This could be a lifesaver. right, boys, let's make something happen then. Let's use this to our advantage. We were on top slightly before, but can we make more of it? Doesn't look like it in the first half. As soon as they've gone one man down, we're causing our own problems and not creating anything. Roberto, you can go on at right back because Death is playing very, very poorly. And Coutinho's been awful in there. So we'll chuck on Gavi, see if he can do anything in there. Let's go with that for now. We might have to change things up further if it doesn't start working. But we really, really need to start creating something. And they've got a free kick. It's a long-range one. ter Stegen does save the shot. But why are they getting opportunities? Why aren't we creating anything? We're at home. We're 2-0 down to Real Madrid. They've had a man sent off, and they're the threat. This is appalling. I mean, we've got a man, Hazard's free in the middle here. Araujo does well to head clear, and Alaba's going to get onto that. They've got a man less, and they're the ones reacting and getting onto the ball before we do. And again, that's another free kick we've given away. I think the boys are getting... Let's create a shout, not an instruction, a shout, just to calm down. Because we're obviously giving away free kicks, a lot of them, and it's causing problems. Another yellow card. We need to react because this has been appalling, and they're coming forward again. I don't quite know what's happening here. Ansu Fati does get the ball though from a Jordi Alba header. Gavi, can he make something happen? Come on, he's driving forward to the right hand side into Pedri, who turns beautifully, and it causes Nacho to take him down, and that has to be a penalty all day long. A lovely, lovely touch by Pedri. And that's, I think that's part of the, I'm hoping it's a penalty. Yeah, I thought so from what we saw there. Yeah, that's from the new kind of mechanics they've got in as the kind of features, because he's taken that touch wonderfully, and I don't think you'd have seen it quite as smooth as that in previous games, and that's one of the things I like. But there you go, Araujo gets the goal. That brings the deficit down to just 2. I say just 2. We've still got to get 2 goals after a penalty. But we're coming forward again. Maybe that is the catalyst for us to be able to go forward. Gavi being the mastermind behind that initial one, and Pedri winning the penalty. But Jordi Alba on the left-hand side. Can he come forward and create something? Get a ball into the box. We need something. Fati, back to Nico, into Gavi. It's ricocheted off the defender and it's headed clear, but Roberto's back on it into Sergio Busquets, who looks out wide to Jordi Alba. These cutbacks work very, very well because it seems like defenders do just run into the box and don't look back. Sergio Roberto, though, they're on the edge of the box. Is he going to strike it? No, he plays it through to Fati. I think he's offside, to be quite honest. I think he's miles off. But if he's not, that is a lovely, lovely pass. But it looked pretty confident that he was offside. I mean, please don't be offside. We've got the penalty. I don't quite know how that wasn't offside, but we'll take it. I'm throwing stuff all over the place. I'm so excited. It's 2-2 now in the game. 4-3 on aggregate. We need a goal. We need to get 2 more goals, and we've got 60 minutes to do it. 60 minutes, 30 minutes to do it. It's absolutely possible. I mean, I don't quite know how he's been kept on there. I mean, they've just not pushed out far enough. And Ansu Fati's there. It was a lovely, lovely pass, how he's found him. But let's go. This is fantastic. We need another. Can we get that ball off them? They're trying to play it round. Can we really force them into something here? Into Hazard, back to Modric. They're keeping the ball, but they're never going to be able to go anywhere. Because of the amount of players we've got packed up in that middle of the park. And there it is. Memphis Depay wins that ball. It's played through to Ansu Fati. Can he get the ball across the box? He does. Pedri's there. There it is. That's number 3. Come on. We're on level pegging, but we need one more goal. They've got the advantage with the 2 away goals, but we've got 20 minutes to do it. We've got 20 minutes to do it, and we can absolutely do it. Memphis Depay, fantastically done. Plays it round the corner for Ansu Fati, who just fires it across, and Pedri's determination to get there in front of the defender is enough to poke it home, to make it 3-2. Boral on aggregate. Can we get another chance? We need another chance. There's 10 minutes left. I don't want to do anything, but I do need to do something. Ricky Puig, you're going to come on in the middle for Nico. Just because fresh legs, fresh eyes, maybe can create something. It's a long ball forward, but Eder Militao loses the ball for Real Madrid, and this could be our chance. This could be the chance to get us that extra goal we need to win the game and get through to the next round. Araujo taking his time on the ball, composed, not rushing. Puig, who's just come on, a long ball up to Memphis Depay, who nods it back to Jordi Alba, who's got plenty of time there. And again, back to Araujo. We're keeping the ball nicely. We don't have to rush it. We just have to make it count. That's the main thing. We got to make the one chance we get count. Ansu Fati running at the defence, turns on the spot, back into Sergio Busquets, who looks out to Alba, who's still out on that left-hand side. And the ball through to Ansu Fati, who turns back into Jordi Alba, who's got to get that ball across the box, surely. Or is he going to lay it back? He does lay it back to Sergio Busquets. Back to Puig on the edge of the box. He shoots. And there it is. What a super sub. Come on. That's brilliant. 5-4. What a turnaround in a game. That is phenomenal. And this is just the first game against Real Madrid of today's video. We've got the cup final coming up, but what a win this could be for us. Busquets back to Riqui Puig, who scores from the edge of the box to get us in the league. That is fantastic. They've got to come out at us now. I'm thinking, do we make some subs? Do we change things up slightly? Jordi Alba will take you off and put Balde on at left back just to waste a bit of time, and he'll have some more legs on him as well than what you've got. I mean, the sending off helps us, that's for sure. And we've done it. We managed to get the win. I mean, what a comeback. What a turnaround. We got the Comeback King achievement. You can't quite see that on screen, but it has come up. And there it is. Fantastic. I can't quite believe how well we did there to turn things around after an awful start. And we've got Sporting. I mean, that is probably the team we'd have chose out of the two of them. I don't quite know how they beat Bayern. So they're obviously got something about them, but it's very good. Very good for us, that's for sure. Right then, that's one game down. Let's go straight into the Spanish Cup final, which is only a couple of days later against Real Madrid again. This time at a neutral venue, and hopefully we can bring that momentum forward. Let's go. So this is something that's really upsetting. Ansu Fati has actually got a twisted ankle. That's 3 weeks out, which isn't good for the upcoming final and upcoming semi-finals and stuff against the likes of Sporting in the Champions League. So we could be in trouble there. We've got plenty of players, though. I think we've still got players that can make something happen, but he was crucial in that comeback. He won't be able to play today in the Spanish Cup, but let's see what we can get going with that and see if we can get another trophy in the bag. It would be our second of the season, first season in charge. So we've got Jordi Alba suspended. That's fine. Balde will come in for him. And then what can we do here? I think what we'll pop Aguero on up top. Ansu Fati there. Luke de Jong. I mean, we've still got loads of players who's out. Gavi, come up there. Gavi can come on for Coutinho because, I mean, he was fantastic. No, I'll tell you what we do. Riqui Puig comes on after a fantastic performance there for us. We'll stick with that for now. We can always change it. I have got the second kind of tactic here if needed, but we will stick with this one for now as it is the winning way that we're doing things. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to go with that. We've got a lot of injuries and a lot of suspensions, but we got to play and we've got to see if we can get this win. I'm still confident with the team we've got. I mean, after that comeback, the spirits have to be high, don't they? One thing that I have noticed which is quite funny, and it's not funny, it's just weird. Real Madrid have Cheku Kouyaté in their team, playing at centre-back. So an interesting signing for them. And they have mixed things up a little bit with Jovic playing up top. Just like us, we've moved things around slightly, but they still got a bunch of players in there that can still cause us massive, massive trouble. Nacho playing centre-back now instead of Alaba, which is a bit of a weird twist of things. Although I think Alaba is a bit more of a natural left-back than Nacho. But let's get into the game. Fingers crossed we can get a good, steady start to this one rather than going 2-0 down and get the win. Well, it's a free kick, I should say, for Real Madrid. And Alaba had a free volley at that. Half an hour in, their effort does fly high over the bar. But it's still looking pretty tight so far. And Real Madrid come forward again. Jovic into Vini Jr., Asensio, Valverde on the edge. and we're pressing, but it's not enough. And Carvalho has popped that through to Jovic, who ends up having a very, very poor shot. But we're forward now. Played to the edge to Nico from a throw-in originally on the right-hand side. Dest turns on the spot, has to go back to Nico, then to Riqui Puig, who's got to look back again to Araujo, but he's got loads of space to find Balde on this left-hand side, who is all on his own out there. Plays it back to Nico, back to Balde. Lots of short passing, which is great, because it's just these little corners. It's headed away by Cheku Kiyate from that cross, and they are going to look to come forward now. Can Araujo keep Jovic away from our goal? That's what he needs to do, and he has managed it initially. And then Sergio Busquets cuts out the pass, and we come forward again, forward to Memphis, who knocks it down. A ball forward by Nico, not a great pass, and then Real Madrid have the ball back, so it's their turn to come forward again. But we cut it out again, another cutting out of the ball. Pedri on the ball. It's a long-range effort, and I have to say, it's a poor effort to save it by Courtois. I'll be honest, we didn't pay him, but it looks like we have with that effort at saving it. I don't know if he was blocked eyesight, but I mean, great effort by Pedri. Can't take anything away from him there. Nico does well to win it and play it into him, and it's a long-range effort, but it's just gone under his body, and it's a poor attempt at a save. But it's 1-0 going into half-time. It looks like we could keep the lead going into this half, which would be great. And there it is. It's 1-0 at half-time. We may be looking to make a couple of changes just because there's a couple of players out there who aren't performing fantastically. Dest being one of them. We'll swap him for Roberto because he's absolutely fine at playing right back. Very, very good. Eduardo Camavinga coming into the middle of the park with Asensio going out wide there, following Hazard being taken off, which isn't something you'd normally hear if you're 1-0 down. Hazard being taken off, but in the Real Madrid days, it certainly is a thing. The ball is blocked from the cross and headed away, but then they do grab onto it again. Camavinga on the ball looks to come across, but Memphis cuts it out, and it looks like it could be a sending off again for Real Madrid in us. 2 sendings off in 2 games. That looks like it is. It's a second yellow card for Dani Carvajal, and we are in a lot more of a comfortable position now. 15 minutes to go. It's looking pretty steady. Coutinho, you can come on that left-hand side. Puig, you can come off for Gavi. We have got 2 more subs to make. I think we will leave it at that, though. There's no point panicking and changing everything. We've got 10 minutes left. I think the boys out there can hold out for now and see out the game. It's looking pretty strong. 2-1. That's going to be it. There it is. It's a 1-0 victory. We get to see another trophy lift for Barcelona. And here it is. Let's just take it in for a moment. We've won the Spanish Cup. A fantastic victory. After a really worrying start to the season, the fact that we've won 2 trophies, we could still win 2 more in the Champions League and the league. The league is... We have to hope on a couple of other teams messing up slightly because of some poor performance we've had recently. But we won in the Spanish Cup. We beat Real Madrid. That's all we really need. And there we have it. An excellent result. An excellent win. Cup glory is the achievement I've just unlocked. I mean, I'm unlocking achievements left, right and centre here. We received 500k because that'll help to the debt that we're in. But there you go. We do the double. Delighted with Parma. That's good. They're very happy with me, which is lovely to see. We qualified for the Europa League, but I think we should get to the Champions League, no problem. And there you go. Bonuses handed out for the Spanish Cup. We've got coming up. What games have we got, though? We've obviously got the Sporting games to come. I might look at the Sporting and maybe Atletico Madrid games. And then we'll probably even play the Real Sociedad game at the end of the season, because that could be very, very crucial. But yeah, so I'll see you in a couple of games' time and tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, as always. And I will see you then.